Hey, it's Rachel with Blogging Concentrated. So I get to be the one this month that gets to tell you all about what's ahead for BC Prime in August. And let me tell you, it's a month of awesome. But first, I want to tell you that Dan has been working like crazy right now setting up the new BC Prime website. It is totally awesome and rocks. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to say awesome as many times as I can because it is so awesome. Anyway, we're taking all of the information of BC Prime and putting it on our website and putting it onto these specific tags and specific categories. So if you look at the Free Weekly Mastermind, there was a preview that he gave about it, and he's giving little snippets out about the new BC Prime website. So you're interested in learning more about social, and you can click on the social tab, and then it opens up another page which is full of different resources for like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, all of that, Pinterest. And then underneath it's all different categories. So it is totally awesome, and we are both super excited about unveiling it to you. So that's going to be coming up in August as well, so which is great. I can hardly wait for you all to see it. But I know you're waiting to find out what BC Prime is about. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do another challenge. So in July we've been doing the 21-day SEO challenge, and we've got that separate Facebook board for it, which is great. It's super cool to see everyone making their maps and everything like that. And so in August, what we're going to do is we're going to do a YouTube challenge called the YouTube Riser Challenge. And so I've got all my notes here, so I might have to look down. But it's a series of videos. We're going to make your YouTube world successful and awesome. We're going to set up YouTube. We're going to go through all these videos about how to set up every single facet of YouTube so that you are ready to go. Not only that, we're going to help set up your Google Hangout profile and show you all the steps to make that ready so that you can do these like cool Google Hangout profile things, because Google Hangout is fun. Let me tell you, I love Google Hangout even more than Skype, I think. So that is our BC Prime August challenge. It's the YouTube Riser Challenge. It's like a cool product that we're creating, but it's only for BC Prime members. Then we're going to do 2 business book reviews, and one of them that Dan is going to do, I got to look at it. It's called The Back of the Napkin by Dan Roam. I think he just chose it because it's the name Dan. Anyway, so if you've ever gone out to eat and you're with friends and you sketch something out on the back of the napkin, that's a whole thought process behind that, because it's talking about this visual learning aspect of how we are as people and how we communicate. And so in this book, Dan Roam identifies 4 to 5 ways that people relate to each other. So you can like look, see, imagine, and show. And if you can use these 4 things, you can relate to your audience in a different way. So Dan's going to read the book, and like normal business book reviews, he's going to decide like, you know, if you want to read it or not, and he'll have his little buttons on the bottom, and he's going to do a review on that. I'm going to review the book Margin by Richard Svensson. And this book is talking about in your life, making sure that you have space in your work and your life so that when you need, when things happen, that there's like a little bit of breathing room in your life. Not, you know, we tend to move like from this to this to this to this all the time, and we don't have room for things to go down. It's like the risk assessment of Blogging Concentrated. There's no space for error. And in this book, he talks about ways to identify where you need margin in your life and how to cultivate margin in your life so that we have that freedom to say, you know what, we're taking a vacation today, or I'm going to take some time off, which is entrepreneurs can be super hard. So I'm going to review that book. We're going to do a review or write-up on 2 TEDx type talks. They're not specifically TEDx. They're like live interviews, webinars with people that have the CEO mindset, the entrepreneurial spirit, like that. Dan's going to do one on iconography, and he's going to talk about that, which is cool because we're going to do another webinar on iconography. And I'm going to find another one to review, probably another Simon Sinek, because I really find him inspirational and his message exactly what we need to hear as business owners. We're going to send out 5 more business blogging forums. I love having these blogging forums at our resource. I know there's like some on cease and desist, and there's letters on how to make contracts and all of that, and it's so awesome just to have like this encyclopedia of forms that we can use. It makes it easier. So we're going to send out 5 more. That's going to get added to BC Prime. We're going to do an ebook on the elements of successful pins, obviously for Pinterest, and this ebook is going to list out all the different things that we need for pins, going from image to image size, image text placement. It's going to talk about the importance of the title and the description and the use of hashtags and all of that. So this ebook is going to be your Pinterest guide to making Pinterest work for you and thus build traffic back to your site. We're going to send out 2 10-minute traffic tips, and I love those because the wisdom that is there. Like, these people are so smart, and I so encourage you to take time in your day to watch these 10-minute traffic tips and to learn, because we can learn from others so much and figure out how to apply it to our business and grow. So there's going to be 2 more of those. and then the webinar on iconography. So we gave the example of like Pepsi. We all know the Pepsi logo, or even with Blogging Concentrated, we've got like our base logo with like the running guy and the dot. And we always try to use the elements of that logo and everything else that we do so that there's like this uniform thread, this branding in what Blogging Concentrated is. So if you think of Pepsi, like their logo, you recognize it and how they can manipulate it and use it. And so, or Dan gave the example, if you go to the amusement park and they use different icons to show that this is a ride for the kids and this is a ride for the adults, like a big elephant for the adults and a panda bear for the kids or something. And you just know by looking at the image what it stands for. So we're going to talk about in this webinar the use of iconography in our own sites. Do we have that? Are we using branding and images in that way and iconography to alert our readers to what's going on or what this is about? Because it's a really powerful visual tool that can help set our brand apart. It can help make people notice us even more, and it can even direct traffic in ways that we want it to go. And then we're going to do something with XShot this month. You know, XShot is our partner with Blogging Concentrated. We're so glad, and we love working with them. We love their product, and we love demonstrating it. So this month, look for a cool XShot challenge. We're going to mention them. We're not sure of the details right now. We're working it out, but watch for a cool BC Prime XShot challenge. And then we've got 3 Blogging Concentrated events for August. So we're going to be going to San Francisco, and there's a Facebook page for San Francisco you can find, and we're also going to Grand Rapids and Milwaukee. And I'm super excited about this Grand Rapids Milwaukee one because we're going to be taking the ferry from Milwaukee across Lake Michigan to Grand Rapids, which I haven't ever done, so I don't know, maybe you get seasick on this or not, but it was way easier than driving around Lake Michigan and flying across. So we're going to do that. I'm sure there'll be some interesting pictures from that. But in Milwaukee, we're having the awesome, remember I'm using that word today, the awesome Leslie Samuel come, and he's going to speak at Blogging Concentrated Milwaukee. But also that night at the cool coffee shop, which yay, I love going to coffee shops, we're going to do something like a fireside chat in the middle of the summer called A Night with Leslie. It's a pretty clever title that we came up with, but A Night with Leslie, we're going to just hang out with Leslie. We're going to live stream it for the BC Prime members, and we're going to chat with Leslie Samuel about what makes him awesome and about his story and, you know, just all that kind of behind the scenes stuff. It's like the ironing board stories of Blogging Concentrated, the how you got to where you are now. So we're going to do that as well in August for BC Prime. We're also going to find our BC Prime Blogging Concentrated t-shirt of the month. If you have ideas or phrases that you love, just let Dan or I know. You can message us or send us put on Free Weekly Mastermind. And then finally, we've done our Amplify podcast now for, it's almost been 2 months. We love it, so I love it, and Dan would love it too. If you to check out our podcast, you can subscribe on iTunes. We love that, or leave a review, or click download. But the Amplify podcast, it's all about social media news and blogging news and tech news, and it all kind of wraps together. And we're learning so much about all the different behind-the-scenes stuff with blogging and tech and how it can help us as entrepreneurs and business owners and make us smarter at what we do. So we'd love for you to subscribe to that as well. And, you know, of course, if you have social media or tech news, you can tweet us or mention it to us. And then finally, because, you know, I talk fast. So finally, for BC Prime members until the end of July, right now you can get a ticket for any Blogging Concentrated event for $99. $99 total for Sequoia. You can get one for Sequoia or Circles or Pages, any of them. Works obviously for the city closest to you, or you can get one and reserve it for the city that comes up, or maybe we're working on our 2015 schedule. So that's $99, only BC Prime members until the end of July. So that is what is happening in August for BC Prime. Lots and lots of cool stuff. As usual, Dan and I are super thankful for all of your support and encouragement, and we know that August will be an awesome month. I'm super excited about this YouTube thing and the YouTube Video Riser Challenge, and I look forward to chatting more with you all at Free Weekly Mastermind or on Facebook or all of the other places where we connect. So this is Rachel for Dan and Rachel with Blogging Concentrated, and that's it. That's the BC Prime awesomeness for you all. Have a fabulous day.